You're going down like Nina Williams. Wow.
The question I was going to ask you is about the monetization because a lot of people they get angry about yes gameplay, we kind of talked about that, but also about like the way that the game is being monetized. Do you buy like the battle pass and like skins and whatnot?
I've bought a couple battle passes, but I think that's very like unorthodox. Like I don't think they should be able to do that to sell the game for $70 and proceed to put in-game purchases that you can't really grind in the game. I think that's very not a cool move. Like a game is 70% supposed to not have these in-game purchases.
How do you feel about DLC characters? Have you bought all of them or none of them?
Yeah, I bought the whole bundle. I really like how in Tekken 8 the DLC aren't broken like they used to be in Tekken 7, where each character would release and to shake the whole meta, and they will nerf it like 4 months after, like Leroy or fucking Ram. I don't really like stance-based characters, AD and Lydia, but holy shit, Heihachi was amazing. Heihachi and Clive, they were amazing. Clive was a little too strong, but they nerfed him really fast, like a month after his release. So I think they did a phenomenal job. I think it was a 10 out of 10 DLC pack.
How do you feel about like the 333 combos from Eddie?
I mean, they don't really work unless like you against. He won like an award in the game award for being the most accessibility character, or something like that. That's crazy. The stream where he reached like a red rank by only pressing 333. That's crazy. But yeah, it's not really an issue.
On the topic of characters, what characters are you looking forward to in season 2?
I definitely look for a guest character. I think a character like Scorpion would be awesome addition to this game. Scorpion or Sub-Zero. We need a character from another fighting game. And for the characters that are from the actual game, how about they bring Mokujin? That would be cool.
Generally, like I remember when I was new to Tekken and I seen Mokujin, and once I understood the concept of what he was, like he's every character, like every round, I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then when you see someone using Mokujin and winning, it's like, holy smokes. When you talk about like having a unique experience, for me in Tag 2, Mokujin was like amazing because of that, you know? What characters do you think shouldn't be in Tekken 8? Let's get controversial.
There is no really particular character in mind. I would say Lydia, but Lydia got her way into Tekken 8. Like, I don't know. How did she, like, nobody likes Lydia. Why did you bring her back? She's a DLC twice? Twice in a row? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
How did they get away with this?
Yeah.
At least they did good with their design, but, like, goddamn, you bring the same character twice as DLC.
Would you want Kunimitsu to come back because she was like a final character as well? And I know a lot of
Hell
people.
no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! No, nobody likes Konomitsu. Like even like when you see her in tournaments, you be like, ew. When you see her and Ash play her, she's so disgusting. Like nah, hell no.
You are from Saudi Arabia, right?
I personally from Syria, but I live in Saudi Arabia.
Okay. Shahid is from that region. How do you feel about him? Because a lot of people say he's boring and he's like irrelevant. Like, how do you feel?
He is. He doesn't have personality. He's just like, oh, Kazuya killed my friend, and now I gotta go for revenge. What is this? What like? Doesn't have much of personality. Say Rashid from Street Fighters. He's so much better. He's like a streamer with so much personality, so like energetic, hype. I don't like Shaheen. I don't think even the people in the region like Shaheen.
Another question. What character you think is overlooked and needs to be checked?
Xiao Yu. Definitely Xiao Yu. She shouldn't have this mix-up. She shouldn't have mix-up better than Kazuya whatsoever. This character is way too stupid to fight. Way too small of a hitbox. Like, damn. I think people don't don't speak about her enough. She's like unconventional to fight. Unconventional. The player is like not playing conventionally. You're not playing Tekken when you're playing Xiao Yu. My meds shouldn't miss. My meds shouldn't miss that much. Like you know, even my Kazuya down 4-2. You know the down 4-2, the homing huge hitbox.
Yeah.
The counter hit launcher. It doesn't hit her. What do I hit her with? Yeah, she's definitely overlooked. Also, Shaheen is definitely overlooked. Like, Shaheen is a character who I've put into practice. He's the only character that I've written actual notes on how to fight, and I still can't win against him.
Or do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I would ask you about the experience with him, Yoshimitsu. Don't you think the flash thing is very stupid and it actually makes the character unfun?
I think what they should do with the Flash is just simply make it to where you can't screw out of it. I think they can also make it more punishable. Like instead of it being minus 15, I think they can make it maybe not minus 20 because then there's a lot you could do, but maybe like minus 17. Maybe do that instead because they nerfed it all like so much already. They nerfed how much life you get back. They nerfed how many times you could do it in heat. They already nerfed this range. They nerfed its tracking to the sides and whatnot. So at this point, if you do anything more to it, like the moves just is not going to exist. It's just going to be nothing.
So I don't think both would be like. I think that's actually a really good solution to remove the screw because it actually does so much damage. I've never thought of that. I think that overall the character needs a damage nerf. He does so much damage. I think he needs to be a little toned down for a character who doesn't really play conventional Tekken.
Yeah, I agree. I think his damage is really high. And I think that more so speaks to Tekken as a whole. I think Tekken as a whole, many characters like output crazy damage. And I think Yoshimitsu, whether it be by mistake or intentional, he just ended up being the character who outputs like the most. Because, in Tekken 7, this is what a lot of people they may not know or they may not remember, but in Tekken 7, Yoshimitsu had like the worst combo travel and damage. So maybe the developers overcompensated for like they were trying to fix that issue, but they made it too much. Also, when you talk about the Flash, the ability to flash in between combos, it's really cool, but it also does crazy thing for his combos. I don't know if that should stay. I don't know if he should be able to down 4 to launch you, flash, down 2 screw, flash again, activate heat, flash. Like that's too much. It is cool. Maybe you should allow him to flash one time in combo, but these combos where he's doing it like 3 times, that's too much. Would you consider Yoshimitsu an easy character or like a difficult character, like a hard character, like to play?
I think it depends on your opponent. If you're like in the blue ranks or the red ranks or the, like purple ranks, whatever, I think he's not gonna be difficult to play because they will like get bullshitted by the Yoshimitsu shit. But I think once you play against better players, you need more and more thinking, and he's definitely more difficult. Because if he was easy and as strong as people say, we would see him in tournaments the whole time. We don't see him. We barely see him at all because yeah, against better player, he's kind of difficult.
Yeah, I think characters who are unorthodox are some of the most hated, like Harong, the Bears, Yoshi, Xiaoyu. Not only do they not fight like normal characters, but you can't fight them like normal characters. So that's like
Exactly. Oh my god, I hate playing against these characters way more than you think. I actually like despise these characters. Like Lars, you're just watching. Oh my god, he's so unorthodox.
how do you feel about Jin Kazama? What's like your ideas on that guy?
That character like has so many strong things. Me and the boys were talking today that if you break his grabs, it's actually neutral. It's 0 for each of you. It's not an advantage. For every other characters, when you break a grab, it's -3. Why does Yen have so much privilege? His pokes are insane. His lows are insane. His mids are insane. His everything is insane. His damage, his wall carry. He's just like a complete package. I think definitely so much toning down, please. And I don't like the fact that he's not like his Tekken 7 counterpart where he was so cool and he was so edgy and very difficult to play. Now he's just like a stupid character for everyone, honestly.
Because that's what Tekken 8 does a lot of, is trying to make things as easy as possible, which is why I kind of brought up Jin, because I think it is a night and day comparison between 7 and 8. Because he was top tier in both. Like in Tekken 7, Jin was really top tier, but you had to like have skill to unlock that power. But in Tekken 8, he's super easy and everyone can unlock it.
I don't like the fact that they toned down like a lot of the characters and made them easy. Like Law, for example. When the Law player used to just do DSS like perfectly back in Tekken 7, that was like a royalty. That guy would be treated like royalty because he's so amazing and he's so cool. Right now it's automated. Why? People have wasted years trying to perfect that technique, and now it's automated just like that. I think that that's stupid to tone down characters difficulty wise just at the click of your fingers.
The reason why the developers did that is because they want everyone to be able to do the things that they see in tournaments, which it's fair. It's fair, to say you want people to be able to do the things that you see. Like when you watch sports and like you see people like, do, crazy goals or shots or whatever, the little kids like, "Oh, I want to be able to do that." But, it's like a real sport, so it kind of takes skill to get that. But with Tekken 8, they just want to give the players the skill. And like I said, I get it, but at the same time, you got to think about what that does for one, the people who already have the skill, but then also why these moves were difficult to do in the first place, because it's like, if you're making these moves that like an easier electric, it's kind of difficult to stop the electric. Like you can't really whiff punish it. Trying to make it whiff or evade, it's kind of difficult. So when you give that power to everyone, now everyone's doing these moves that are really effective, and you have to be a god to defend against it.
I think if you want people to play your game and you're like worrying about these newbies want to get into Tekken, you just make them a new character that plays easier Tekken. You don't go to a character who is difficult and make it easy. I don't think that's how it works. I think that's stupid of the developers to just go to Jin and make him easy and go. Jin is kind of understandable. Jin is like, oh, the protagonist. Everyone want to play the protagonist. But why Law? Law used to be like, why did you make him so stupid to play? And why did you change Steve? Nobody complained about these characters. Somebody in the comments said, in Tekken 8, everyone can beat you. A noob killing you with heat and key charge you makes me angry. Actually, that is a very fair point. Yeah, that's an issue with the game, I think. Or you can just play Elisa and win against a person who dedicated a lot of time to the game. I think that's an issue, but it's have always been the issue. Tekken always been like this. There was always a character who are really dumb who can just win. And it's not a problem with only Tekken 8. I just wanted to respond to that person.
Well, so I brought up this chart, or not a chart, but it's three screenshots from Harada's YouTube channel, Harada's Bar, and he's talking with three guys all about Tekken, and they say, in a good way, Tekken 8 allows players to defeat higher ranked players with powerful moves. But for younger players, those currently playing, it boosts their motivation, so I think it's a good system. And then Harada says they can overthrow higher ranked opponents. Something like this has never been said, where the developers are literally saying, we want people who don't know how to play the game to beat people who do know how to play the game. And this is why people who know how to play the game get upset. What's your opinion on that?
If this translation is actually accurate, what he's saying is fucked. People who actually putting time into the game shouldn't lose to people who just put into the game and playing whatever. Maybe he's saying like in a sense where they have a chance against better players. When it's like a full determination when you're playing against somebody better. Maybe that's what he's saying. What I'm expecting from the game, from the developers, is just like put more like exciting stuff. They don't really care that much about making the game more balanced. They just wanted to make it like more fun for beginners. I think, especially that after what you showed me, that confirms what I think. I would like to thank the listeners for sticking out with us yapping for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I hope I didn't say anything controversial or I didn't hurt anyone's feelings.